Alright, party people, so it's Caravan Dan that runs a gaming caravan here, and today we're going to be doing Designer Day 3 for Stockpile. I'm going to talk about the solo mode that we developed, or I say we, but it's really just me. We'll talk about the solo mode that I developed alongside just some of the cards that you'll see. So if you don't know how the game plays, go ahead and look at yesterday's Designer Day 2. Talk about generically how the game works. I'm going to do a playtest live, I think on the 9th or something like that. But overall, the solo mode, the way it works is, think of it as Libertalia, the kind of the card game, with some other aspects, where effectively you have random cards from your deck. Your opponent has the exact same random cards from their deck. You start off with 6 cards, and then you will play 3. There's 3 individual sock piles that you're running towards, and you're trying to grab a sock and come back with the best sock possible. And you're trying to make matches to double your points and all that fun stuff. The abilities trigger from lowest to highest, and then you grab from highest to lowest. I say that it is your speed and strength modifier, because speed, I don't really know. I don't really know. That's what I've been trying to call in my head. I need a better word for it. In the solo mode, the way it works is step 1, you will go ahead and choose 1 for each 3 location after you deal 2 socks to each location, and it plays the same as a 2-player game where you cannot have 2 of the same number socks in any sock pile. So you have to have like a 1 and a 2 or 1 and a 3. You can't have a 1-1, a 2-2, or a 3-3, just because it breaks the game a little bit and there's no real incentive too much. Whenever there's like the same number, and then you're just going for what you want. Typically it's 2 different things, so there's no like real stake in that. But let's go ahead and just show you guys what the cards look like. So as you can see here, I have some of the socks right here. This is number 1, beats all royalty. So you can actually see what the corner says. There we go. Number 1, beats all royalty. Royalty is a Jack, a Queen, or a King. The reason why we have it like that is just because I want this to be a 52 card game where it fits in a deck of cards. I'm going to have some fun making my own deck of cards if this game does decently for people to play this game and still use it as a deck of cards. But yeah, this would be all royalty, and this was the ace, but the ace was kind of confusing, so we went ahead and just made it a 1. Next up we have the sock, while the washing machine, which, you know, switches up the combat strengths. I might change that a little bit again, but for now that's what this is, switch combat strengths, which effectively means that instead of the strongest one going to choose first, the weakest one will choose first. And it's a 2 just so we can give this one have a little bit more strength to it in certain situations and matchups. And as you can tell, the background's a different color for each set. If you look down here, we have blue, red, white, and green for now. I do want to make it more colorblind friendly, just because I know it's a big deal. I would like to add some like texture in the background, just to add it a little bit different for every single every group. So and then number 3, we have peek at an unrevealed monster. These are all considered monsters for the record, and you may choose to retreat your monster from there. So that one, you have to look at an unrevealed one at another sock pile, and you can choose, if you don't think you're going to win, you can choose to potentially I'll say I'm going to say peek at all unrevealed I'll probably say look at all unrevealed monsters in one location, just so you're able to actually gauge, like, ooh, am I going to win this or not? And then you can choose to retreat it back to your hand. Then we have this number 4, where if you lose that location, you join the next location. So that way it kind of gives you a +4 to any location, and it can still beat a 3, a 2, and a 1. So there's some good strength to this one right here. And you kind of know where people are going to play it, so you can have a plan for that. Number 5, remove an unflipped monster. Now I'm going to say, it's going to change right now. It's going to be add an unflipped monster back to their hand. Back to the owner. I'll probably say back to the leader's hand. Just because I didn't like the remove, because I felt too bad to actually completely destroy a card that, especially if it was like a good card. This way, it's just like isn't used right then and there. This game obviously does have some take that if you haven't noticed to it. So if you don't like take that, definitely play this game. I'm sorry for the low quality video right now. I just got a new desktop. I'm still formatting it. It's being kind of wonky. I'm still trying to get the last one to work. I just now officially am getting DaVinci downloaded. It's taking forever, but that's where we're at right now. So yeah, number 6, we have steal 1 sock from all royalty here. So this is a middle tier card, but you can actually potentially farm a few socks extra, even if you don't win at a location. And the fun thing that happened during a playtest was actually, we had a 4-player playtest. This game plays between 1 and 6 players, and we had 3 people put down this And then we had so one person put a royalty, so that one royalty actually lost three different socks, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was a fun thing because it went from him, the guy completely winning, to the guy completely losing. But he only lost one, so he didn't actually like get wiped out. He was only like down by a few points compared to everyone at the end of the game. Seven, you may switch a you may switch with the sock monster from your hand. This is going to become a lower number for sure. Pretty soon, just because play a seven, play a seven. There's no real. I need to change the ability overall, actually. So I'll go ahead and add my question mark here, where it might be something different, where like it might be converting socks or something like that. Just because that one, the ability was useless so many times, there's no stopping it. There's no way to track that really, so I'm gonna have to remove that ability overall. Eight, double your next sock monster's value. Yeah, so that one would basically it's strong and also makes the next one strong as well. It's kind of like that's why it's like twins, which is good. However, you can use it to either like completely knock out a location. Oh, I'll probably say I'm gonna do this. Value cannot be used on royals. Just a little bit more of a balancing situation, just because if you play like a five, now you can royal, or now you can rival a royal. And I'll probably do something, and yeah, I'm still working on the balancing and all that stuff, because this is like an easy game that has some depth to it, which I like. But it's a very easy game you can play casually in like 20 minutes, have a good time. And the goal for all these games, I want a game where you can run it back quickly, and like you want to run it back quickly, not just a matter of time that doesn't like fry your brain. It was fun, it wasn't that long, wasn't that hard. Some games like Libertalia are like, it's a fun game, but even describing the game randomly, even though it's like a very simple-ish game, we try to describe it, it's just a little bit too long, and you lose people because it's like, oh yeah, it's super quick, let me show you, and then it's like this, and then this is this, and this token is this, and this one is this. So mine, it's all just point based, and your aim is to double the socks, and we're actually adding some socks to change things up, like one-time use socks. Like a golden sock might be worth 8 points, so instead of trying to get for a pair to make your stuff double and fly up in value, you might just want to grab the super valuable gold sock. We're also going to have some end game objectives potentially, just so add some points at the end of the game, like whoever has the most sets of socks. Like instead of just having pairs, whoever has the most sets, that way it rewards people for spreading out a little bit more, as opposed to making the pairs. Then we have destroy any public sock. This one's nice because you can win a location and also intentionally hurt someone in that location. So again, there's a lot of like small take that elements to it. And just a heads up, we don't have one sock in each location per player. It's one sock per player minus one in each location. And whoever doesn't grab anything goes to the top of the tiebreaker chart, just so they have a better chance at the next one. So it's just a little help for that. I don't want to give everyone a ton of stuff, and if I do something like that, I might instead utilize a negative feature, which we're already working on, where it's like a dirty sock. So the dirty sock might be -1 point or -2 points, and stuff like that. And maybe like the more dirty socks, and some of them might be like burn all your dirty socks, which I'm actually, I like that actually. As I say that, let's say burn your dirty socks. Burn all your dirty socks. See, like it's. Did I get rid of the summon ability? I did get rid of the summon ability, it looks like. What the heck? 7, 8, 9. No, that's 10. 10. There you go. Summon a retired monster. I'll probably just say add a retired monster to your hand. That a retired monster is basically when the concept is this is played over like some ages, where it's like fall, spring, summer, winter, where in the fall, or I don't know, maybe it's just like days, and I don't really know the exact perfect theme for right now, other than like, you have a clan of sock monsters, they're all running, or they're all trying to grab socks, and they're all trying to bring it back. But my thing is, whenever you use it, they retire. They're just like, I'm done, I did my job. Kind of like kids playing a fun game. So on that note, yes, it is important to me that like the theme's fun, and I want them to be able to do stuff like that for retiring monsters and bringing them back at least once. Next up, we have claim the least valuable sock and retire. This would effectively allow you to automatically get something, but the least valuable thing. You can't just grab the best of the best. You just use that if you want a sock. And again, tiebreakers will happen dependent on a system, kind of like Critter Kitchen, where like It's one per slot, and then when you use your tiebreaker, you just go to the bottom of that section, and I think that's gonna be fun time. We have Queen, which is discard all other royalty at that location, and that's the issue. I kind of want this to trigger first. I kind of want just because like I want that to be able to clear this. That was the intent. But I don't really know. You know what I mean? It's hard to make it make sense unless I change what this is. So I'm gonna work on that actually because I want the theming to be like the queen kicks them out. But that's just the thought. Anyway, so this is supposed to overrule the other two, which means I'm probably gonna have to do. I'm honestly probably gonna have to do this. Just even though the theming might not work, it's just where we're at right now. And then King win the combat. So this is the strongest card. There's nothing else it needs for an ability because it's just gonna win the combat. It's gonna take the two. Maybe I do something like where it's like take the two highest valued stuff, but that's gonna be a hard pull. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, and honestly, I think I like that. Take two sucks. Sucks. Take two sucks. When you win. Take two sucks. So that way, I'm gonna have to work in the phrase for this as well. But I like that because it's gonna be super difficult to make it up here without anything going wrong. You know. Also, this is gonna make a lot more sense. I don't really know. We'll see about that because everyone has one, and you don't want to waste it. So you don't want to use it too early. You don't want to use it too late. I like that thought. I don't know how I feel about it fully, but this is what we're gonna do. This is where we're at right now. But yeah, this is a sock pile. I'm gonna change it. I gotta change the colors. That's everything right now. Thanks for watching. It's gonna be shoddily snipped together because again, I don't really have my DaVinci or anything like that right now, which sucks. But it is what it is, and we're at where we're at. So thank you for watching. Please have a great day. God bless. Follow the campaign in the description of this video. Go ahead and join us on a Kickstarter to follow the actual campaign, and then join our board game Facebook group in the description of this video as well, where I'm posting videos every single day except Sundays. Until this launches on May 25th. So peace out, have a great day, God bless, and I can't wait to see you at a table soon.